It was a cold one today, but we got quite a bit of work done. Look at Eddie's car. It actually kind of looks like a derby car. He's trying to fumble around and weld a window bar on. Well, let's go take a look at Eddie's car before we reveal the Mini. So he's got his door painted white. He has a battery on the floor. He's got two batteries on the floor. His gas tank's in there. He's got some straps on it. Fuel lines. His back window gave him a little bit of trouble, so we just taped it up. Yeah, so pretty much he's 100% bone stock. He's going to throw some tires on it when we get to the Derby, but this car here was not my responsibility because it's not my car, it's Eddie's. So he built this the way that he wants to build his cars. I helped him periodically every now and then, taking stuff off like the windshield and the side windows, but this is 100% pretty much built by Eddie. Doesn't sound like good welds, Eddie. But here is the Mini. I know this is what a lot of you guys have been asking to see. I found some tires to fit the Mini. So before you guys think I'm going to go in there and donuts, I found a couple of full-size tires. They are actually off a Chevy Cobalt. I was going to say Caliper for some reason, but it's definitely a Cobalt rims and tires. 4x1 100 bolt pattern, 15-inch rims. They fit. They sit so much higher. So I got the two donuts on the back that have air in them. I kind of cut the plastics away so that nothing would hopefully come into those rear tires, because this is going to be a very slippery track. So as soon as you pretty much have one rear tire locked up, you're pretty much done, I think. But it's starting to actually look like a derby car. I got some seat belts in the back. I got a cross thing going on, and from seatbelt to seatbelt, it's kind of we're gonna see how it is. The wiring's super easy to move, just 2 grounds, just ripped everything else out. The hardest part of this build today was getting this airbag out. I do not know how Mini intends you to take that airbag out, but how I took it out was definitely not the right way to do it. We got our window bar, we got our emergency shut-off on the roof. We did put threaded rod in the front of this. Is it going to be allowed to run? I'm not sure. We'll see. The front bumper is aluminum, but it actually looks like it's kind of intense. Like, it doesn't look like it's nothing to be really too scared of using. It kind of looks like it's going to do good. The frame has no crush boxes. As you can see, it's kind of straight. Kind of excited to see how well this does. I've seen a couple comments from guys in the UK saying the struts are pretty weak. We'll have to see. But if you take a look, the whole frame mounts to the bumper as well, so it kind of does have a subframe. It just a kind of a weird setup. The bumper is part of the subframe, if that makes sense to you guys. So it does have a kind of a full sub. Kind of. I'd like to see how this thing does. The more and more I build it, the more and more it kind of interests me. Again, I really don't think this thing would be a very good mod class at all. But this bone stock or windshield class, I kind of think this thing might do okay. Now, I might be 100% wrong about that. I don't really know. Some things I don't like about it. I'm not allowed to weld any of my doors at this show. But these doors have no pillars, so I'm always nervous that the skin's falling off. So there's not too much I can do. I can maybe drill some holes and try to run some seat belts through the bottoms, but honestly, it isn't really worth it. Maybe I'll drill some holes around the support and then run some seat belt around the support, so at least that way it's attached to the middle. Maybe that's what I'll do. That should be easy enough to do. Again, the rear bumper is aluminum, but it's like 1/4 inch thick aluminum. I don't know. It's going to be small, but this is going to be a pretty icy track. Eddie's over there still trying to weld. You can do it, Eddie! But I think it's going to be a small, icy track, and as long as this thing can keep moving, a lot of the hits are going to not be that big, so hopefully, because of the lack of traction and probably a small track, hopefully the hits are not that big, so this thing can keep moving. Hopefully it's like Barry, where the track is in not the best of shape, and the Cobalts and the Echoes just keep moving because they're so light. Everything else kind of gets bogged down and burns themselves out, but we'll see. I do not have doubles for this, unfortunately, because I have no 4x100 doubles. I am allowed doubles, Eddie's gonna probably put some doubles on his car though.
Yeah.
Okay, well I offered them to her for free.
But you know, it's a stock show, and when you got the saying, I don't give a fuck.
Okay, Eddie, what took you out in the last demolition derby you did?
Mount Forest?
Yes.
Tire.
And were you allowed doubles?
Yeah.
Did you have doubles?
Yeah, but didn't bring them.
You had doubles, but you just didn't put them on?
No.
And why'd you lose?
Tire and a strut shot.
So tires. So this one here, you're allowed doubles, and I have doubles, and I'm offering them to you. Should you put them on?
Yeah, I should.
All right.
We'll see if we do, though.
Okay, perfect. Anyway, the Mini Cooper is doing pretty good. It actually sounds like a derby car. I've got all the exhaust off. I've got the gas tank out. I was actually able to get the whole gas tank out, which was kind of nice. But no, it looks like a derby car. It really does. I know it is a derby car, but it kind of looks pretty cool. I'm kind of liking it. Hopefully it does a little bit better than what I'm expecting, and maybe I'm not actually disappointed in it, but we'll see.
Yeah, you know, we'll see how both does, right?
Yeah, well,
I never ran a Hyundai.
I've seen a couple of these run. They do pretty good if you can avoid strut shots, especially in the soft tracks. But you got a full sub in the front of it, and you got steel suspension, so just your downside, your bumper, and the downside to my car is it's a Mini Cooper.
Well, you got aluminum bumper too.
Yeah, well, aluminum is not that bad. They just break off, but because how many bolts hold this thing on, I think it might actually be okay. But like I said, the more I look at it, the kind of more I like it. I didn't really do a whole lot underneath the hood, but there's little things left to do. But overall, I'm kind of happy. So we're at the point now where I'm probably just going to be putting this thing away here very shortly. So do you guys want to go for the ride? I think you do. Check.
No, it's not out of fuel. I think it was just unhappy. So I guess the computer system in this has emotional feelings, because that time it definitely wasn't happy, but when I disconnected the positive and rehooked it back up, she fired right up and wanted to go, so maybe she's just a little emotional.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage! Bing bong!
So since I put the full-size tires on the front of it, I will say much better traction than yesterday when I tried to put it away. So that's a plus. Eddie's just going to start his up and put it away now. He's probably going to come back here tomorrow just to finish it up. Seat belting the doors and maybe the trunk a little bit better, and the tire situation. I really want him to put doubles on it because we have them. He's got to change out some batteries and stuff, but he's still got a little bit more work. But big difference with the full-size snow tires instead of just the donuts on that. Like, you could see me driving back and forth much better once it started running. Little Rich, did you turn your fuel on? I don't hear the fuel pump. Little Rich. way I'm not bringing a Toyota Camry to one of these shows. It's because I don't think these bone stock rules really are that good for Toyota Camrys. Like, yes, they still end up winning a lot, but the problem is that it's only a one-run show pretty much for a Camry. You rip the front bumper off, you bend the front frame rails. It's kind of, it's a waste. And these things are getting to be almost like $800 to $1,000 here. So it's not really worth it to pay $800 to try to go win 450, maybe even 400. So Camrys will stay until there's some better shows for them with better rules where I can maybe get 2-3 runs out of them again. But running this weird stuff is kind of different. You guys have seen me build an Elantra and let the wife run it, and now Eddie's going to run this one. And you've seen, well, I've actually never seen a Mini Cooper, but now you guys are going to see it along with me. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you back here tomorrow on the Zacks Workshop.